So, anyone following the AI developments or revolution, I think it is a revolution, will have seen, like these videos are like this person went psychotic by AI feedback or whatever. They were talking to like some AI and they went psychotic and they did a crime or they what's the word in YouTube now? They ended up taking the final solution. Okay. Okay, but that's just the absolute limit. That's like the top uh, bad outcomes, right? What about just the general bad outcome? So, like, like famous people, right? Say, I don't know, you're like a normal dude in a band. Your band gets good or something, and we all know what happens, right, with bands. Like the first album, maybe the second album's okay, and then they go to shit, right? And they become assholes as people um, because they are surrounded by yes men, right? They're not worrying about okay, like imagine a band like they've got fucking no money, they're sitting and they're making music uh, close to their soul or something, or their position which other people understand, whatever, There's something there, and then maybe they're gonna carry it on to the second album after they've made like after the Millionaires, maybe. But after that, no, forget it. They don't speak to people anymore. I mean, their art doesn't speak to people anymore, right? And when we're talking about this whole AI thing, it's almost like the AI is a yes man. It's like, oh, that was a great question, brilliant question, and also it does this thing. I don't use AI, so I'm basing this off other people and stuff. It'll like try to continue engagement. So it learns that like complimenting you is great and not challenging you too much, which is what famously happened to famous people. They wouldn't get challenged. People would say yes uh, to their requests or big up them. Oh, you're great, and then they would end up becoming kind of crazy, right? It's a thing. Like someone who starts out as a musician in a bedroom doesn't end up being uh, an absolute crazy egomaniac. What's the word? Diva. It becomes that because everyone's saying yes. Now we've got like a twin thing here. We've got like a lack of actual social engagement because people are on the phones too much and shit, or they ain't got no money to go out and socialize and stuff like that. And then you got Chat GPT, etc., which is talking to people. Like I do not engage with it at all. Never, not at all. The only time, okay, if I'm searching Google, like, so what's the price of cheese in Switzerland today? It will come up with like an AI response. Well, the price of cheese in Switzerland on average is that's as far as because I got no choice. That's it. But I do not interact with it, and I know people do, and I've seen the chat logs, and I've seen like people making videos going, oh, I asked Chat GPT or Grok or whatever the other 100 of them are, this, and they said that and stuff, and it's just like, fuck, man, like, it's basically the same thing as what famous people had with like people that are just buttering their balls all the time, just buttering them. You know what I mean? Oh no, you're great. That's a great question. Oh, I never thought of that. That's great. I really like the way you asked that question. Do you know what I mean? What kind of effect is this going to have on society when a lot of people, normal people, just sitting at home, are becoming like potentially having the same issues that famous people had. And we've already seen it with just like online shit, right? Just like the fact that you got like for the last 15 years, like Facebook and Instagram and stuff, this weird ego change that people have where they, yes, there's them, the person, but they appear online and really where's the seat of their soul or identity? The seat of their identity is kind of online. Like how many people are liking my stuff? How many people are following me? And obviously they're projecting a particular thing. So the number one is the insanity, which is similar to the fame insanity, which was already happening just with people being like micro famous, right? Online or something. Or thinking they are like, I got, not me, but people say, they've got like 3,000 friends. I talked to someone the other day, like, how many followers have you got on Instagram? And it was like more than 10,000. But they said, not that many. It's like, what? You got more than 10,000? What the fuck? That's like gonna have the same effect, I think, that used to make famous people crazy, right? So that's one thing. Already some people are gonna go crazy just because they've got a lot of followers. But number two, now anyone, even if they've got no followers, can have this chat GPT shit kissing their ass all the time, going, "I know you're fucking clever." And yeah, another point of this video, like the extreme examples are, yeah, like some people have chosen the final solution or they've performed crimes under the influence of AI. But I think that's just not really the issue. It's like, how is it going to change the majority of people? This is why I will never fucking use ChatGPT for anything ever. And you guys can do it. I'm gonna stay on like this slight side of sanity.